Can I start the class with a single statement? Wake up. Be conscious. Is it necessary to say that? Unless you are sleeping, unless you are floating away somewhere with your thought. Floating away with your thought is a condition that comes and goes. Sleep is a condition that comes and goes. To be conscious, what shall you do? To be conscious is a normal, natural state, to be the consciousness. Because that is absolute. Like, please listen these statements. It's absolutely simple. If you do not understand, please ask me, challenge me, do anything you like. But see it right now and here. There is no later on. Understand there is no future in timeless. Either you are or you are not. Think. Simple thing. Timeless is not time-specific. Timeless is not time-specific. Kali Yuga, 4,32,000 years. Century, 100 years. Decade, 10 years. Year, 365 days. A day, 24 hours. Hour, minute, second. Those are not timeless. Timeless is in and through all times. Timeless is not time-specific. All-pervasive space is not space-specific. Himalaya is not all-pervasive. Earth is not all-pervasive. My home is not all-pervasive. Understand? A desert is not all-pervasive. All-pervasiveness, pervading all times, all places, is neither space-specific nor time-specific. Has been timeless is not time-specific. Please see that. All-pervasive is not space-specific. You, I, the consciousness, is not a role-specific. I'm a man, forget it. I'm young, forget it. These are role-specific. Because throughout the day you say, I'm a man, maybe you shall say, I'm a woman, if you change quickly. Because I'm hungry, because I'm rich, all your riches gone, I'm poor, I'm healthy, I'm unhealthy. How many things are changing? The truth, the reality, yourself, is not any condition specific, not any role specific, not any perception specific, not any sensation specific. You are in and through every role that you are playing, every conditions that you are experiencing, the seeing, hearing, touching. Please understand. Long before in our life, we begin, wow, amazing. Long before in our lives, we begin organ-specific experiences. Eye-specific experience, seeing, which is experiencing. Ear-specific experiences, which is listening. Tongue-specific experiences, tasting. Nose-specific experiences, smelling. You can't, for a change, smell with your toes. Your touch, skin-specific experience, touching. Foot-specific experiences, walking. Hand-specific experiences, lifting, not lifting. Tongue-specific experiences, talking, excreting, procreating, all organ-specific experiences. Long before organ-specific experiences begin in our life, we have started with the experiencing. Are you getting that point, please? Nobody can deny you experiencing. They can remove your eyes. They can't remove experiencing the absence of the eyes. I'm talking torture chambers. Useless. No human being must go through any of those stuff. Long before you lose your capacity to hear, to taste, to touch, to smell, to walk, to swim, to do anything, you are already experiencing. The moment you wake up, experiencing continues. Organ-specific experience has not started. You have not gone out of your house to swim in the ocean. You have not gone out for a walk. If you walking, talking, touching, tasting, smelling, everything they are experiencing, watch out and see. Those are all organ-specific. Part-specific. Think of it. You must see it very, very clearly, friends. Very, very clearly. There is nothing sahaja, nothing easier than this absolute knowledge. You must see it very clearly. All pervasive cannot be difficult. Understand? A place-specific travel will be tough. A place-specific travel will be difficult. I have to go to North Pole. I have to go to South Pole. Listen, I have to go to, anywhere, Himalayas. I have to go to Moon. I have to go to Mars. Place-specific travel is difficult. Universe-specific travel? What should you do to reach the universe? Understand that point. Place-specific travel. We are here. To be here, how difficult it is. I'm already here. To be here, how difficult? Already here. But to be in London, to be in Himalayas, in North Pole, Mars, galaxy, oof. Distance comes into picture. When there is a distance between you, where you are and where you want to be, time is needed. Where you are is in ashram. To be in ashram, what should you do? Are you in ashram? Don't delude yourself. You are not in ashram. The same place in ashram is, suppose somebody asks you, from your hometown, somebody phones you, where are you? In the ashram. Where? We ashram, nobody listens to. What ashram? Where? Oh, it is in Mahabalipuram road. Where is that? Tamil Nadu. I mean Chennai. What is Chennai? Suppose the person phoning you from Sweden. What is Chennai? Tamil Nadu. What Tamil Nadu? India. Oh. So then he understands. Understand. Then he understands it's India. You have gone to another planet. Where are you? If you say ashram, India also they don't understand. Prithvi, in the earth. So where are you? Are you sitting down in ashram or in the earth? You go to another universe. He asks you, where are you? If you say ashram, earth, solar system, galaxy, they will not understand that universe. Oh. So, to reach the universe, what should you do? Have you been away from it to be reaching it? All pervasiveness is not place specific. Are you getting that point, please? This is thinking of the highest kind. No conditions apply. Experiencing, think of it, experiencing. Long before, as we grow up in children, childhood, youth, old age, all this comes up in life, long before you begin organ-specific experiencing, you are already experiencing. Are you getting that point, please? Experiencing. What does it mean to experience? Suppose I ask you, are you experiencing? Next thing you shall say, what? What? Okay. Are you experiencing my speaking to you? Yes, yes, yes. How are you experiencing that my talking to you? I'm experiencing. What are you experiencing? You're talking to me. So, my talking to you is secondary. Your experiencing is primary. Are you getting that point, please? You must see that. My talking to you is secondary. Because I am talking to you, you are experiencing. Or because you have the ears, therefore you are experiencing. Of course, I have the ears, therefore I am experiencing. Suppose your ears do not listen, deaf you are, ear condition. You are deaf. What shall you say? You have to write it down. Are you listening? I am not experiencing. How do you experience? I am experiencing. That I am not experiencing, meaning you are conscious. Long before you start seeing and not seeing, you are already experiencing. In our life, friends, very, very simple. Long before we begin organ-specific action, organ-specific experiences, we are already experiencing. Long before you get stuck on your village, your house, your little town, country or continent, you are all the time experiencing the macrocosmic universe. Is it your space? My village space? My body space? Do you have a body space? Do you have a body space? Your personal body space. Space is not body specific. Space is all pervasive. Whenever I am standing here, this is body specific. So you come here to be standing where I am standing, we will be pushing each other. Space you don't push. Space is all pervasive. People fight for space. Citizens fight for cities. Countrymen fight for countries. Space doesn't fight for anything. Space is all pervasive, understand? So experiences as such is not organ specific. Same way, I. Who am I is not body specific, gender specific, organ specific, action specific, education specific. That is where you commit the biggest mistake. Who are you? Listen carefully. Who are you? You find your answer. Who are you? The moment you say, who are you? What shall you say? I am. You have announced yourself. You announce yourself. Who are you? Yes, I. There is no masculine I, feminine I, neuter I, Indian I, American I, European I. There is no Eskimo I, no Kyrgyz I. I. Listen carefully. Who are you? You start with the I. Then what happens? That is universal. Then begins your role-specific identity. Man, relation to the body. You are not comfortable with your human body, your male body. Today you can go through sex change operations and you are a female now. Until yesterday you are a man, today you are a woman, now you are transgender. Think of it. So the body-specific identity. Child, condition-specific. Body condition is child, I am a child. Body is young, I am young. Body is adult, adult. Body is old, Body-specific. Healthy, healthy. Diseased, I am diseased. Then organ-specific. I am deaf, ear cannot. I am blind, eyes can't see. I am paralyzed, leg-specific, hand-specific. Think of it. Educated. I am a school dropout, education-specific. High school pass, college, university, PhD, postdoctoral, professions of million kinds, education specific. The tragedy is we go with education specific, thought specific, body and condition specific identities throughout our life, completely forgetting I am existing even when these roles were not there. Were you born PhD? Anybody born PhD? Born alcoholic? Born alcoholic. Coming out of mama's womb, drinking with a bottle in a mama, I am drunk. Can you say? Or somebody is born, smoker, coming out of the mother's womb, the bidi, or a cigarette coming out. Have you seen a birth like that? Born alcoholic, born rascal, born angry, coming out of the... Where is my cell phone? The child is asking. Will you say? Listen carefully, friends. Just is a fun. Long before you start a role-specific identity, you are absolutely free. That role-specific identity is given to you. Anybody born with a name? With a name tag? What is your name? Ram. Who said? The body is born nameless. What is the language with which you are born? Nothing. What is the food habit? Nothing. What is your belief, your faith, or lack of it? Nothing. Your name is given to you, Ram. Your relationship is given to you, father, mother. From the childhood adopted, your original parents are gone. You won't even remember you had those parents unless somebody tells you. Every identity is given to you. You are son of so-and-so or daughter of so-and-so. Every identity. The dress, Indian dress, African dress. Think of it. Everything that you are identifying with is given to you. Think of it. Everything that you are identifying with is given to you. Then what happened? The whole life we spent in defending something which is not mine. They have given a name, I go on defending. Why are you calling me Ra? My name is Ram. Why are you calling me Nat? I am Natarajan. You defend your name. Indians are stupid. Oh, how are you going to do that? Arey, what is this? That's your citizenship. You could have changed your citizenship 100 times. Married, divorced, unmarried, living together. What is that? Who gives you that? Think, friends, think. Every identity you have picked up. Whereas yourself you have not picked up. Your thoughts are picked up. Are you getting that point? Just understand that word experience. Very, very important, friends. Experience. Because most times religious people are secular fellows, everybody is crazy for experience. I want to see the Olympic Games, I want to see the football match in the football stadium, I want to see the tennis on the tennis stadium, I want to listen to the live music of the artist. Everybody wants to have exclusive experience. Sir, understand, exclusive experiences are very, very complicated, difficult to fulfill. Experiencing as such, freely available. Are you getting that point, please? Experiencing as such, freely available. Experiencing means what? When you say you are living, that means you are experiencing. When you stop experiencing, your body is not there. Body goes away. Experiencing doesn't stop. Listen carefully. Experiencing doesn't stop means what? You don't become, I am experiencing, dead body there. No, you don't need to speak anything to be conscious, think anything to be conscious, touch anything to be conscious, taste anything to be conscious. To be alive means to what? Listen carefully. To be alive, go to the hospital. Comatose guys are there. Can't hear, can't touch, can't hear, can't touch, can't taste, can't smell, can't see. Do you bury him? Why don't you bury him? Function, heart is going on. Something somewhere. Or you put a pin, maybe the body will little react. Conscious. You don't bury him. The child born, no functions are taking place. Neither is conscious. What do? Immediately bury. To be alive means just not to be breathing, but to be conscious also. To be alive, listen friends, because what we think is life is body specific. No friends, life is not body specific. You can completely ignore your body. You can choose not to see, not to hear. Please, you can choose not to see. Close your eyes. You can choose not to hear. Close your ears. You can choose not to smell. Don't close too much, you'll die. Okay? You can choose not to walk. You can choose have the money or give it away. Can you choose to be conscious? Please be unconscious right now. Close your eyes, be unconscious. Come on, do that. Close your eyes and be unconscious. Don't be conscious of your thought. To be conscious, understand. What thought you should have? Understand. One thing, very critical question you can ask me. But Swami, suppose body is not there, can I say I am conscious? Listen carefully. This is what makes the man human being. Man means human beings, different from the rest of the things in the universe. The rest of the thing in the universe is what? If you look at it, you shall see total inert unconscious things. Total unconscious things. This is one. Unconscious, jada, unconscious. If you look at this flower or the little plants, semi-conscious. Touch me not. Touch it, it goes up. Semi-conscious. Trees are semi-conscious. Go to animals, they are conscious. Tiger, cat, rat, everything, they are conscious, like the human body, human being, conscious. But human beings are self-conscious. The tiger doesn't say, I am tiger with immense power. The elephant is conscious, but the elephant is not conscious that I have an enormous body, I can destroy anything. Tiger, I can throw it away. Elephant doesn't know that. Elephant doesn't know that. They are not self-conscious. Dogs are conscious. Dogs are not self-conscious, but the dog owner is self-conscious. Suppose you have got a mongrel as your pet, everybody will say, aha. You have a little pedigree dog, an Afghan hound I have got, right? Self-conscious. Understand? How do you become self-conscious unless there is consciousness? Can you have that statement? Unless there is consciousness, can you be self? Don't say it's an inert universe, unconscious universe. No. It's not a mechanical, unconscious universe. It's a conscious universe. Just like if you tell somebody, analyze the water drop. How do you analyze the water drop? If you want to know the combination of water, what shall you do? Take a molecule of water. Don't take the ocean into your laboratory. Take a molecule. And one molecule of water is 2 atoms of hydrogen, H2O, 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of oxygen is a molecule, almost invisible. Atom is invisible. But the little water has got 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of oxygen. The whole water world, however massive the ocean is, nothing but H2O. Tell to a person, these are oxygen and hydrogen, what shall he say? You are gassing. You are talking nonsense. Because the person doesn't understand that. This is just a gross universe. Now you know who is guessing. You are guessing. Because it's just not an unconscious inert universe. It's a conscious universe. Without that, you can't be self-conscious. To be self-conscious, first there must be conscious. Listen carefully. Does it defy our logic to understand? What can come first, finite or infinity? Do you mean to say finite, 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 finite plus together makes infinity? Infinity is any number plus one. There is nothing called, somebody interestingly, I have read this particular thing long back, very beautiful. What is the difference between zero and infinity? Usually the person says zero means nothing. I'm a zero. It's not that you are nothing. I will understand that. Zero usually means nothing. Infinity means it's not a number. Infinity is not a number. So if infinity is not a number, how can it be bigger than any number? If infinity is not a number, how can it be bigger than any number? You understand? What it means is, we can't say. Like relatively. Suppose a person is, having an example the person gives. How many shepherd, you take a goat herd or shepherd, how many sheep you have got? Suppose he has got, his mind cannot think beyond 100. Suppose he has got 20, 30, 40, 70, 80 sheep or goats. He says, how many are there? 80 or 70. Suppose he has got 1,000, what shall he say? Don't know. Many. I have got many. Because he can't think beyond 100 or 1,000. When you can't think beyond certain number, you think it is infinity. And what is zero? How much money you have got? 5 rupees. Nothing. 5 rupees nothing. 5,000 rupees? Nothing. Somebody says 5 billion. Ooh. See, number game. Infinity cannot be a number. Finites will not make infinity. Timeless is not made up by second, or microsecond, put together become... Doesn't work that logic, friends. 1 naya paisa, not naya paisa, no, 1 paisa, 1 little coin, is it riches or poverty? Suppose you have got 1 paisa in his room, 1 penny. Shall you say rich or poor? Poor. Okay? 1 rupee note. Poor, right? Your whole logic will be destroyed there. Poverty, 1 rupee. 1 rupee plus 1 rupee plus 1 rupee plus 1 rupee plus 1 rupee becomes million or a billion. So you are a billionaire or a poor? Billion time poor. You understand how it's changing? Finite do not make infinity. Infinity includes. Infinite is. That is why our scripture is so beautiful. It says, Sadeva Saumya idamagramasit ekameva advitiyam brahma. Hey Swami, oh handsome one. He doesn't call you a sinner, rascal, rogue, nothing that stuff. Every person, whether you like it or not, know it or not, you are infinity, absolute, all-pervasive Anandam. Sadeva idamagrasit. Long before all these names and forms were created, the formless, nameless awareness ever alone was existing. How do I know that? From your own standpoint you can see. Long before your role started coming, you are a role-free existence. Are you getting that point? You are role-free. Roles have come in time. Is it that difficult to understand? Thoughts have come in time. There are many thoughts still you don't have. Now you are thinking, I'm a child, I'm a husband, I'm a wife. You are divorced, that thought will come for the first time. You are married, that thought will come for the first time. All the money you are telling, riches gone away, first time the thought will come, I'm so poor. Now you are young and alive and you say, wow. Now suddenly your body starts giving in. Lung starts collapsing. But the system starts collapsing. What is it? Oh, I am dying. What happens? I am dying. Your body is dying. When you start picking up roles and identifying with them, you think you are alive and well. When the roles are dropping out, which they must, did you drop out your childhood or childhood dropped out? Ask yourself the question. Did you drop your childhood or childhood dropped out? Did you drop your youth or youth dropped out? Did you drop your grandfather or grandfather died? Did you drop your father and mother or they just disappeared? If you don't have a child, you are not a father or the mother. Roles are invoked. You are not invoked. You are always there. So seeing is an experiencing, organ specific. Hearing is an experiencing, ear specific. Touching is skin specific. Tasting is tongue specific. Smelling is nose specific. Understand. Walking, leg specific. Lifting, everything, hand specific. Talking, not talking, again, mouth of organ of action, mouth specific. Excreting, anus specific. Procreation, generative organ, procreative organ specific. You can't procreate in your hand. Try. Can you try to look at through your eye, through your finger? Come and try. Specific. But the one who is conscious of all these experiences, your consciousness behind your eyes, you are conscious of seeing, conscious of hearing, conscious of touching, conscious of tasting, conscious of smelling, conscious of growing, conscious of breathing. Everything you are conscious of, that is always there. Those are not organ specific. Even your neurology will tell that that one neurologist who stopped, completely lost her brain. That is a beautiful book. I forget the name of this. Some 10, 15 years back it came. Totally went to childhood, to complete lost, forget. All the thoughts are forgotten. Slowly in 3, 4, 5 years time, I'll get you that name of the book. It came back, brought it back. And her experience, you must read that book. He says, he completely believes in consciousness, reality now. Why? He says, that is the one thing always there. He has not studied Upanishads. Huh? He says, she. Think of it. It's not brain specific. Because of a mountain, space is existing, or because there is space existing, therefore a mountain is coming. Things that is existing in space do not create the space to come. Do not create the space to come in. Just like you can see that little water drop is 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 of oxygen, you cannot believe it. This so-called material, gross, physical universe has got both unconscious, unconscious matter, conscious awareness yourself. Both have to be there. Or else you cannot ever function. What is that something in me which is all the time the same? Understand. Like through the roles, the actor is same. You are the same actor, acting in so many movies, so many theaters, so many things. You are the same person, acting with as a father, mother, brother, sister, so many things you are. Same thing also, you are the same. Through your childhood, youth, old age. I am conscious of my childhood memories. The body has changed to be a young man, young woman. Now I'm experiencing this youth. Slowly it becomes adult, experiencing adulthood. Now old age, experiencing old age. That by which you are experiencing everything, ever remain the same. That is why, friends, you can coordinate your experience. Suppose you came to ashram, and after ashram you went to Mahabalipuram. After Mahabalipuram you went to Pondicherry. When at the end of the day, when you reach home, somebody asked, where had you been? Morning I went to ashram. Afternoon I was in Mahabalipuram. Evening I was in Pondicherry. So the I who was in ashram, I who was in Mahabalipuram, I who was in Pondicherry, are they one and the same or different fellows? If there are three different people, you can't coordinate your experiences. The I who experienced ashram, I who experienced Mahabalipuram, I who experienced Pondicherry, one and the same. That is why you can coordinate your experience. Or else you cannot coordinate. Are you not coordinating your own life? When I was a child, the I who experienced the consciousness of childhood, the same I who is experiencing the youth, the same I who experienced the adult age, the same I who is experiencing in the old age, dying, remain the same. Or else you can't coordinate your experience. You can't say, when I was a child, I was eating 10 idlis. Now I can't even eat one. Who is coordinating? It's just a play of memory. How do you play a memory unless you are conscious of a memory? That is why memory forgotten, you are finished. And memories are self-deleting. It's a fantastic computer, the ultimate computer, ultimate machinery, ultimate auto, like a machine, automobile. You can take the physical body, Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi Sariram Ratham Evatu. The body is like a chariot. You can compare it to a computer. Take your time and think it over. How much can I go on talking? It's just a machine. Just like if you do not give electricity, the computer, don't give the food energy, it will also switch off. Like your car, you are putting fuel, don't put fuel, your car stops and you are stranded. Neglect this, give wrong fuel, wrong food, the car will collapse, you shall finished. You are stranded. It doesn't matter. Think of it. You are always there at all times, all places, all conditions. This is not any field of experience specific. I am waking, therefore I am dreaming. Listen, from your waking, now you are awake. The body goes to sleep. What happens? Dream projected. Did you project a dream? Are you planning a dream tonight? Anybody? You are collecting little water, little stone. Tonight I am going to have a mountain and a river. No! From your memories, out of it, projected without your involvement. You don't plan your dream, nor you are existing in your dream. You are existing means as a dreamer, consciously. So switch it off whenever you like. No. You are conscious of the dream. Now the dream pulls up. Deep sleep overtakes. These three conditions. When you wake up, what do you say? I slept well. There was consciousness. How do I know there was a consciousness? Because in deep sleep, I don't know anything. How do you know that? I know what I know. I don't know. The knowing principle cannot be absent. It's not a philosophy. It is your personal experience. That is why Shastras are so beautiful, Upanishads or Vedas, no name is given, is not one guy who has given out the whole picture. A cumulative experience of mankind. Everything is fantastic. Like nobody, who is the founder of physics? Who is the founder of mathematics? Who is the founder of music? There is no specific person. It has grown in time. Knowledge grows in time. You bring in Ishvara, we shall talk about that later on completely. Please, friends, think of it. Who started this knowledge? Physics, chemistry, mathematics, they started going. You look at your experiences. And your experience is most important. That is why when they say Shastra, Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava. Scripture says something. How do you know that? Scripture says so. So just because Scripture says so, shall I take it? No. Just because Scripture says that, you will not take it, right? So just because geography book talks there is a South Pole, North Pole, will you take it? Yes. Why? Why don't you go to South Pole, see and then say the South Pole is there? Go and see the North Pole, then see is there. Oh, so many people's experience. Beautiful. Then take into account that way. You read a book, whatever, physics, chemistry, mathematics, history, engineering, medicine, law, any book you read. Why do you believe in that? We have all believed, that way you have started studying. But the moment it comes to myself, it goes on different ways. Why? Because everybody does not talk about myself as I am. Most of the people make role specific, and therefore whoever believes in that, they form a group. Engineers Association, Hospital Doctors Association, Musicians Association, Players Association, Sadhus Association, Husband Association. You understand? Too many associations. Universal Association where everybody belongs is truth. What is that association? It's a natural membership where everybody is himself must know that. Just because a book says so, friends, we do not take it. We start with that. But then we experience. Yes, we experiment. It says water is H2O. Really? Oxygen, it comes out of the particular, combination of sulfuric acid and the, let's say, sodium chloride. Then we say, we again mix it up. It comes back. Oh, good. That is the oxygen. Put up a dying ember, dying flame, it burns up. Oh, that's true. So you experiment it, right? Scriptures are exactly like that. Upanishads, Vedas, what do they say? Shruti, the Shruti says so. What does he say? What does he say? And what should he say? What he says is, listen carefully, friends, that which anadhigata, avadhita, jnanajanakam shastram. That is called the shastra, the scripture, which gives you the knowledge, anadhigata, which you cannot find from any other place. In physics class, you shall not see about the Brahman, Atman, happiness, joy. Emotions are not talked about in physics class, in mathematics class, in medicine class, in engineering class. That is how you can be a top-class engineer, top-class professional, top-class doctor, top-class professional, top-class economist, anything. One little emotion, the fellow is finished. Professionally, absolutely successful. Personally, total devastation. Commit suicide. Why? You want to be a billionaire, or the topmost billionaire of the world. You are the Bill Gates. Then why do Melinda Gates separated? Only 500 billion. What for? Why? No reference to the people. Just example, friends. Why? You can be a billionaire. Gather all material prosperity with you around you. You can be a supreme scholar with all informations in your head. You can be expert in any branch of knowledge. And to be an expert means what? To know more and more about less and less, like in medicine. You know more and more. Previously there was GP, general physician. Now there is an eye doctor, after some time maybe right eye doctor, left eye doctor, who knows? There is an eye doctor, eye specific, lungs specific, heart specific, kidney specific. Like there are problems in society also. If you are married, marriage counselor, mind psychologist. All these things are there. These are all role specific, understand? But when the Shastra says, you do not get this knowledge any other source. Nowhere in history, geography, physics, chemistry, mathematics, they shall say, Satchidananda, you are the absolute, infinity, all-pervasive. They are role-specific, understand. So if the religion becomes a role-specific, listen carefully, it's very dangerous. When the religions, instead of taking you beyond the roles, makes you condemned to a role, I believe in this God, only this God. This faith, only this faith. This practice, only this practice. You are condemned. You don't understand it. You dismiss somebody's profession, he will feel offended. You dismiss somebody's achievement, he will feel offended. You dismiss somebody's faith, they will equally feel offended. That is because your identities are identification specific. Whereas who you are is who you are, irrespective of the caste, creed, sex, race, role, anything you like. No specific. This practice alone will make you who you are. No, 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 no. We are all one in the absolute, timeless expanse. In the relative, divisions are there. Fun, have fun, like your body. When you say body, is it organ specific? When you say I am the body, what are you talking about? Your whole body, right? You go to a doctor and say, my body is not all right. Where? Why do you say where? Knee. Suppose there is no name for every part of the body. What will tell? What shall you tell? So names are given. But because the names are given as the knee, the joint, the toes, the hands, the fingers, all that stuff, does it mean it ceases to be body? Body it is first. Until people had opened that body, they didn't know that there is, lungs and intestine and other things are there. Can you? Oh, I have not seen. So you have not opened your own body. So shall you disbelieve? You have seen other people's body being opened. And you open one body, you have opened the entire humanity. Exactly the same. You open your mind, the whole humanity is seen. The whole truth is understood. To understand yourself, to understand your body, you have to open this body floating in formaldehyde. But to understand your mind, I'm experimenting on other people's mind. That is where you become a mental, absolutely crazy. Because you are trying to understand somebody's mind, you don't understand your mind. Who you are, very important. So this is something, please, no role specific, no practice specific, no thought specific, no nothing specific. It is universal, all pervasive. That is why you call it as the absolute knowledge. And this absolute, understand, this absolute is so beautiful. Please, I'll explain it in a very, very simple way. That absolute relative, just take these two statements. First let me explain to you, then we'll go into that. Relative experiences are seeing in relation to eyes, therefore relative. Seeing is a relative experience. When I say seeing, now if I ask you, what are you seeing? What shall you say? You are seeing me, all that is in front of you. Are you seeing what is behind you? If you say, I say, what are you seeing? You see this painting, the backboard or like that. Then somebody asks me, what are you seeing? I see watches. What is the painting? There is no painting because I don't see any painting there. Are you getting that soak? But are you not conscious? Yes. Conscious of what? Seeing everything in front. Am I not conscious? Yes. And conscious of what? Everything in front. My front. In front of me. So what we see are varied. That we see is a fact. That we are conscious is a fact. What you see can change. That we see also can change. Your eyes can go from brightness to dullness to cataract and blind. Disappear. Don't be unconscious. Thoughts are varied. Do you have thoughts? Yes. Are you experiencing your thoughts? Yes. How are you seeing your thought? Can your eyes see? No. Can your ears hear your thought? No. Can your tongue taste your thought? No. Can your hand touch your thought? No. Subtle. Can't be touched, seen, smelt, tasted, nothing. My mummy tells me. So what are you thinking? Mummy, tell me what am I thinking? Nonsense. You don't need a mummy and papa, a friend or anybody, a guru or God. Nothing you need. For your thought to be known by, you are needed. You have to be conscious. Not you have to be conscious. There is no choice. There is no choice. In seeing, there is a choice to close your eyes or open your eyes. To do something, there is a choice. But to be yourself, there is no choice. There is absolute no choice. A choiceless thing is immortality. Immortality is a choiceless thing. That is absolute. Because every other thing is relative. You see through in relation to your eyes. You hear in relation to your ears. You walk in relation to your body or leg. You are rich in relation to things that you have. You are poor if you don't have. You are a thinker, educated if the thoughts that you have. If you don't have those thoughts, you are not educated that sense. With your I thought, individuality, oh, I am very strong, egoistic. I am the doctor, I am the engineer, I am the professional, I am poor man. That is the ahankar, aham karomi. The I doesn't do anything but grabs only. The I is see, the I says I see. Ears hear, the I says I hear. The body is breathing, he says I am breathing. Body is not breathing, oh I am dying. That I fellow, ahankar. One thought, common to all. It doesn't matter what profession you are, whether you are an indulgent person or a renunciate. You are a believer or non-believer. Are you getting that point, please? Whether you are a believer or non-believer, married or unmarried, divorced or living together, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, rich or poor, man, woman, transgender, this country, that country, forget it, no conditions apply. Your thoughts, you are conscious of. How do you have your thoughts? Do you have a thought? Yes. How do you know? Your eyes can't see, ears can't hear, tongue can't taste it, others can't see it. You are conscious. Even this I thought, you are conscious. Same for all of us. Beliefs can be different, understand. Disbeliefs, beliefs, disbeliefs, practices, education, lack of it, riches, poor. You understand? All these millions and millions of varieties of conditions are millions. Unconditional consciousness, self is one and the same. Through your every changing personalities, through your changing body, through your changing social status, material status, marital status, any type of thought, thinking, thoughts, you are always the same. So if you go to a religion and it gives you a specific role, what does it do? It takes away your role from the, no more you are a father, mother, so suddenly religious means hate the father, hate the mother, hate the wife, hate the husband, hate family, everything drop out. Then what will happen? You'll be wonderful. You'll be a fellow who will be a beggar in the street. Oh, he'll grab everything. He will be a grabber. You will not understand what it is. Because who you are is completely, is absolute, which is remain the same in every relative thing. Like, who are you? I, yes, in relation to riches and poor, riches and poverty, rich or poor. In relation to body, man or woman, young or old. In relation to waking, dream, deep sleep, waking up or dreaming or sleeping. In relation to your job, employed, unemployed, retired. Young, old. Thought, no thought. Practice, no practice. But conscious you are. Always there. You can't just, what are you talking? Can't walk out of it. It's like trying to walk out of space. Come on, walk out of space. Space, all pervasive, is not place specific. Space, all pervasive. Do you understand what all-pervasive means? Because all-pervasive means all-pervasive my house. Because our mind is like that. My home, my thing, my people, my husband, my wife, my child, my parents. Thereafter, 20,000 people died in Syria and that place, Turkey. How do you feel? It happens. Oh, so philosophical. Suppose in that your father is there, your mother is there, your brother is there, whole world collapses. Your world collapsing because that particular person as a thought is the resident of your personal memory world. In your personal world of memories, whoever is there, for you they are alive. Rest of it, they can die. How grand. Only secular, religious people. You don't believe in my God, right? You know why that there will be some rascals. Do you know why that thing? Because they believe in this God only, they got that. What a disaster. So gods are also different. Think. You cannot say that. Do you know why? Please, friends, amazing this is. Take the example of water. Huh? I've been so many thoughts. Again, I'll take the classes whenever time permits, okay? Don't worry about it. Just take a simple example. Water, okay? There is a drop. Okay? Water, there is a drop. Just a drop. The same little drop in a cup, the same water in a cup. What shall you say? A cup of water. Now, same thing in a well. The same water in a shape. Well. Pond, lake, river, ocean. What are they? Ocean also water, river also water, lake is also water, pond also is water, well also is water, a drop also is water. H2O also. Invisible. In a visible form, water. Listen carefully. Water, water, water. If you say ocean, all the water is included or not? Drop is included, well is included. Just take an example. Every water is included, ocean. The drop is there, everything in ocean, everything is included. If you say water, where is ocean? All other names you have given are totally redundant. If you say water, drop name, well, river, lake, ocean, everything is redundant. Water is absolute. Water is absolute in every drop, in every well, in every river, in every pond, in every lake, in the ocean also. Water is absolute. Listen carefully. But the moment you name it, a form, you give a form and a name, drop looks different from the well. Well looks different from the river, lake. Lake looks different from the ocean. But if you say in the ocean, think of it, you can say drop, waves, this and that. Whatever you say that, they are nothing but the water in all names and forms. So if you take the example of ocean, when you say ocean, drops, waves, everything is included. In one way, there are two absolute. One is formless water. Whatever is there, water, that is absolute. Water in every drop, water in every ocean, water in every river, water in everything. Listen carefully. Now if you say ocean, whatever is existing in the ocean, first it is ocean, then it is drop. Ocean is also limitless. Water also is limitless. But the waves, drops, different names and forms are different things altogether. Are you getting that point, please? In truth, same thing. When you think of the word consciousness, myself, the absolute, that is absolute with I in every role, in and through every form. In every experience, I am there. Anubhava Swarupa. I am the experience itself, consciousness. I am in and through every experience. Consciousness, being yourself, is not experience specific. But in every experience, you are there. If you don't see, consciousness is there. You see, consciousness is there. So that is why these two words are brought out in these scriptures. Nirguna Brahma, Saguna Brahma. Nirguna means there is nothing other than it. Pure consciousness, pure energy, pure consciousness. Pure water, nothing other than it. But with all names and forms, Saguna. That is also Purnam. That is why Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Avasishyate. Amazing. Purnam. Adah Purnam. That. Consciousness, nameless, formless, all pervasive. Like the water, nameless, formless, all pervasive. Ocean, all pervasive. Ishvara. If the consciousness is one name, water with one name is drop, the same water with the total name is ocean. Consciousness is one name and form, if it is jiva, individual or anything, the same thing with the macrocosmic name and form, call it Ishvara. Now the trouble is, there are many religions, they don't understand this. Many faith-oriented stuff, they don't believe in these things. Because call it water, no problem. Call it ocean, no problem. Everybody is included. But the moment the same way, if you say, call it consciousness, chetana, awareness, or call it Ishvara, all pervasive with all names and forms, no problem. But when you say God is place specific, is somewhere in the heaven, somewhere in the somewhere cave, and this is the only name, only form, there is no other name form, then what happens? The guys who are talking about that, they become gods. They become gods. They are worshipped as gods. That is why you can see in this really Indian Sanatana Dharma tradition, no rishi has a temple. Sad thing today that we have got temples for the so-called religious people. Have you seen one temple for Vasishta, Yagyavalkya? Have you seen any temple for Mundaka, Mandukya, all these Mundaka Rishi, Mandukya Rishi, whatever? Have you seen one temple? Why? For them, God alone is. If you worship God, everything is worshipped. That is why when you go to the temple, when they ask, who is in whose name we should do the, Sankalpa? What is it? Means Ishwaram Pere. Do it in God's name. Why? I am included. But person thinks, only in my name, address specific. It doesn't work. So God was very angry. Are yaar, what type of life is that? You have to, there is no choice. In absolute, if you can use that word, all pervasive. Form-wise all pervasive, formless also all pervasive. When form-wise all pervasive, Ishvara. Namarupa. Like, think of it, like this physical body. This whole physical body, how did it start? How did this body start? What was your contribution towards the making of your body? Universe participates. Listen carefully. Did you participate in the making of your body? One tiny sperm, one tiny invisible egg coming together, they call it as zygote. And what is the size of it? The documentaries will show you. 1/1,000,000th part of a pinhead. 1/1,000,000th of a pinhead, your head will grill. To see 1/1,000,000th part of a pinhead, you can divide into two parts. 1/1,000,000th part of a pinhead. And in that written the blueprint for the entire existence. Your whole body. How tall you will be, how fat you will be, what diseases you will have, what nonsense you will have. Everything is written down there. Can you believe that this stupid little this body, one leg shorter than the other, has come out of such a tiny thing? And after creating the body, they did not push consciousness. Just sometimes they forgot consciousness. No. It's not like that. Please, friends. When you say the word Ishvara, it's not an imagination. It's not somebody's crazy vision. It's a fact. Can you see the whole Brahmanda in your head, in a sense? Macrocosm, of which part? There's a physical body. The entire blueprint is on your one cell. That is why cloning. Take the body, take one genetically, just take some nonsense. And what all things they will discover, nothing. What the people are discovering, the scientists is discovering, are they creating? Discovering is discover something which is already inherent. You can make a new arrangement. Ice cream was not there. Ice was there. Milk was there. Dry fruits are there. Freezers were not there. So we put a freeze. Bring this together. We have made ice cream. Oh, which part of it? Did you make a cow and a milk? Your cow, your milk? Your dry fruit, your things? No. Everything was already existing. Same thing in relation to body and mind. So both way, absolute. Please tell me, which is difficult to reach, friends? Absolute or relative? Relative achievements are always difficult. You may not. God you are. Meaning, this much is not God. Universe you are. This much not universe. All pervasiveness you are. Whatever is here is everywhere. How do you reach? How difficult it to reach all pervasive? Before you try to reach it, it has reached you. Easy. Instantaneous. Call it Nirguna Brahma consciousness. Absolutely effortless. Experience, don't hunt for that experience. In its presence, everything is experienced. Understand? And relative things, part of the totality. Macrocosm is here. Long before it is a knee, first it is a body. If this much you don't understand, go and hang yourself. Choice is yours. Or you can hang around as you like. You can't stand inseparable from all pervasiveness. You have no choice. To stand apart, you isolate yourself, your suffering is complete. You see the truth for yourself, your pleasure, your joy, your celebration is absolutely complete. Even when the body is dying, you are deathless, absolute. The wave is fading away. Ocean shall continue to dance. If you choose not to see the ocean, water you shall never miss. Always existing, absolute, always beautiful. More of it is as it tomorrow. What is there to see more? Say more celebrations. There is nothing added to the subject, friends. See it for yourself. Okay? Thank you. Close your eyes, please. And friends, all these things you can see, close your eyes, observe, think. Please understand. Thinking is not physical, please. Your emotional problems have nothing to do with the water, fire outside anywhere, not something material. Observe your mind. Understand the mechanism of every thought. Without that, impossible to grasp it. Must see it very, very clearly inside. That is why in Lalita Sahasranam, there is beautiful mother's name. Antarmukha samaradhya bahirmukha sudurlava. The people who are externalized, always externalizing, out, extroverted. Sudurlava, difficult to get it. Because what is there is in you. You are it, and you are looking out. How will you understand? You will understand the world, but you will not understand yourself. And if you don't understand yourself, you are thinking, whatever you have understood, you will have a problem. Because you are a problem, you don't know it. Once you are antarmukha samaradhya, one who sees it inside, sees it for himself, beautiful. Thereafter, the world is beautiful, your thinking is beautiful, your living is beautiful, your changing, dying, everything is beautiful because you are beautiful, absolutely graceful, infinite, absolute. Who is that? Everybody. You are not superior to anybody, inferior to nobody. Fantastic vision. That is why Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, whole universe is you. Okay? Think of it, friends. Difficulty? Come on, ask, analyze, no problem. Thank you.